Welcome back everyone to some more F1 Manager 2022. It's time for the Canadian Grand Prix around Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. We have been on the uprise recently, but we did struggle last time out with Leclerc missing out on a podium position, losing DRS and such, and losing grip to the two Red Bull drivers. But today we are going to try and avoid that mistake. Hopefully we'll get another double podium. I also think we have some upgrades coming through. No, we don't actually. Upgrades are coming later in the season. So for the next episode, we'll have redesigned underfloors. So right now, our car is like middle of the field. Like the grid average is a little better than our cars. So I think our drivers are doing a lot of the heavy lifting here. But I am looking positive. I'm gonna be happy if we can get a decent result here in Canada. So let's see if we can support our drivers. All right, we got some points here for our drivers. Let me see. Consistency, accuracy, reduced chance of losing time or their car taking damage from running wide. Okay, sure. That looks good. And I think Duan has one as well, which I'll put into braking maybe. We're trying to develop Duan to the best of his ability. Not that we'll use him ever in a race because this is the last season. Unless you guys want to see more of it, let me know. And just like that, we're heading into race prep. I think we're going to try and qualify into Q3 for both drivers. Confirm changes in the qualifying position. I think we want at least 6 and above for both drivers. So I think that's a reasonable target to go for considering our recent trend. Finishing position, I think in the top 3 for both drivers, or top 4 for both drivers. I think that's reasonable considering our recent performance. And let's get it going. Ooh, there's multiple cars crashed, VSC deployed. That means a car has retired. Okay, VSC, understood. Car stopped on track. Oh, Sainz is out. What happened here? So it looks like Norris, or no, Valtteri Bottas behind him, shunts Perez, sends him into the wall. Ew, that's a nasty crash there. That's probably going to be a penalty for Bottas. And Sainz having to take a penalty of some kind if the damage is severe. Oh, there's another incident on track. Multiple cars crashed. It's a VSC, meaning someone is out. Is there a car stopped on track here on the minimap? Not by the looks of it. Oh yes, there is a Iwasa is out. Iwasa. Yep. So it seems like there's a collision. Seems like a Mercedes crashed into the Aston Martin.
Now, just watch the Mercedes here.
Oh, is that a shunt? Oh, went for a dive, locks up, shunts the driver.
Oh, no.
Huge crash yet again. But I think we're okay. Another solid session complete. Leclerc P2 and Duan down in P14. Not bad. Bottas and Russell both on a penalty, so probably causing collisions. Let's move on to FP2. Ooh, fantastic news from Leclerc. This is an optimal setup he provides us. Let's see, 100%, let's go. Already FP2, and it's our first couple laps, and we've got the optimal setup for Leclerc. This is good news. Alright, FP2 has been relatively quiet. We are now down in P12 and P14 after putting some very worn engine components, and I forgot to do that at the beginning, but not to worry about it here. It's still okay. Bottas and Russell on penalties, the only ones so far. So FP3, here we go. Ooh, there's another crash, car crash. Who's out?
Yellow.
I don't see a car stationary. Latifi, the GOAT himself. How does he do here? He locks up. Yep. Goes straight on into the barrier. It's a light tap. Okay, not too severe. Oh, another crash. Both cars are okay, so it's not neither of our cars. Wow, FP3 really bringing in the heat with the crashes. Schumacher crashed.
Now we see the Williams.
He was right behind our Leclerc. He locked up and went straight on. Oof. He drove into the wall there, man. It's not really a... It's an avoidable collision. Ooh, another crash in FP3. This is the third one, I believe. So let's see what happens here. Is it either one of us? No. Both cars are going well. Ooh, Bottas. Is that another penalty for him, maybe? Or is this an isolated... It's an isolated incident. Similar to the Mick Schumacher situation.
Nobody else
Oof.
was involved.
Just did a massive like angle turn there. Another one. This is the 4th crash reported. No car stopped on track. It looks like Gasly's fine. Leclerc is in the pit, so there's no worry about that. Iwasa, I think again locks up into turn 1 and then bends it as he just does a sharp right-hander.
And there we
Essentially. Like, get more creative, game. Seriously. Alright, good news. Optimal setup for Gasly. Let's take a look quickly before the session ends. It's a 97% optimal setup. Ah, giving me a headache here. How do I fix this then? Alright, and there we have it. End of FP3, and Leclerc and Gasly are down here in P14, P15. I'm not taking any risk with Gasly's setup. I think we're going to run at 97% because it's the best I can do. I've been messing around with the setup a lot, and the first one, I don't know what it is always like optimal, and then if I move it to fit the others, then it becomes great. So there's no real way I can impacted. This is the oversteer. I messed around with it. I tried to get it in there, and then this will become great, and then if this becomes great, this will become, or this becomes optimal, this will be great, this will be great, or something like that. So I think this is the best we can get out of the practice session, so we'll run this for him. And it's time for qualifying, so let's head on out. Hope you guys are enjoying the video. If you are, there are a couple things you can do to support the channel. First off, press that like button and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe by pressing the red button down below and hit the notification bell as well so you're notified as soon as I upload next. Thank you guys so much for your support. Hope you enjoyed the rest of the video. Alright, here we go then. Gasly coming up to the line. He is a little faster than Leclerc here. I think Leclerc may have been impeded somewhere. Not sure. There's Magnussen right behind us as well. Gasly crossed the line as the fastest, 1:11.0. What about Magnussen? He's behind us by 1/10 or almost 2/10. Leclerc is quite slow, meaning he did get, in fact, impeded by Latifi, who was leaving the pits as we were starting our lap. So that's unfortunate. Maybe we'll give Leclerc another go. We'll see. All right, Leclerc went on a lap with no impediments, so he should be clear. Let's see. 1:10.9 brings him up to P2. Wow, that was a solid lap from Leclerc. Only 36 thousandths behind Verstappen, so that was a good lap. Gasly, I don't think needs another lap, so I'll keep him in. He's only a 10th behind Verstappen, so we should be good. All right, some cars improving. Of course, Bottas and Russell on penalties. P5 and P8 for us by the end of the session. Of course, Gasly only did that one lap from the start of this session. Iwasa, Schumacher, Albon, Latifi, and Zhou are out, so let's move on to Q2. This time, we got a clean lap for both cars. Gasly a little bit faster because his tires are a little less worn. We're still using the worn set from Q1. Leclerc did 2 sets of laps, or 2 push laps on them, so he should be, of course, a little slower by a 10th. Gasly only did 1 push lap. This is a second, so yeah, he's a little faster. 1:11.0 or 1:11.1 for both cars, so that's a decent position to be in. Let's see if that's good enough to get us through to Q3. Things are getting a little tight here, so I want to send these guys out on an insurance lap. Fresh tires on. Gasly, of course, really pushing in, maybe in the 110s here for him, 110.9-ish around for him, so P2. And Leclerc goes P3, just behind. Whoa, identical times from our 2 Alpine drivers here. Marvelous. Russell goes first. Wow. And Ocon gets ahead of us. Oh boy, it was good that we did our laps here, because that secured us. Oh, it's literally 1,000th of a second difference between Gasly and Leclerc, but that was a good insurance lap to get us through to the next round. Lando Norris goes fastest. And locked out are Lance Stroll, Tsunoda, Vettel, Ricciardo, and Magnussen. So final round, here we go. All right, here we go. First lap is done. Trading fastest sectors here. Sector 1 is Leclerc. Sector 2 is Gasly right now. So I'm expecting a very tight lap here between the two of them. 1:11.0 for Gasly. Leclerc crosses the line a little faster, 1:10.9 on the used softs. So we got a fresh set ready for them to see if we can push for a better position, but it's looking good for now. Moment of truth here. This is it. I'm not sure why Sector 1 didn't get registered for Gasly here, but session is over. We're currently P4, P5. Crosses the line to go P4 for Gasly. What about Leclerc? Does he improve even better? No, not looks of it. We're just trading positions here in P4 and P5. But yeah, the McLaren is quite fast. The Mercedes and Red Bull as well are quite fast. So I think, considering our car is now just above or just below like the average, I think this is a solid position to be in. I think the drivers are carrying the car quite significantly. And there we go. I think we got both guarantees. 2 cars in the top 6, I think is what I said. So P4 and P5 is solid for us. Bottas and Russell taking penalties, so I'm sure we're going to be bumped up into P2 and P3. So solid starting position. Let's see if we can convert that into a podium finish for race day.
Race day has arrived and the time has come for these drivers to fight it out wheel to wheel.
Although we didn't see a standout performance from Alpine during qualifying, everything's still open to them during this race. This weekend, Red Bull displayed promise during qualifying. Now they need to capitalize on their grid position and get a good race under their belts. And the weather is sunny here today, apart from a few clouds. Let's hope they remain scattered on the horizon.
And each team will be hoping that fortune is on their side. So bon chance to them and their drivers for this Canadian Grand Prix.
And here we go. It's time for the race itself. Let's take a look and see how strategy plays into our game today. All right, I'm going for a little interesting strat here. So Gasly, we're going to go 100% into this 2-stop strategy. It's going to be faster than a 1-stop by about 14 seconds. Soft, medium, medium. That's going to be solid. And for Leclerc, we're taking no risks. 1-stop strategy is the go-to, but if we see the opportunity arising, we're gonna convert to a 2-stop with a medium soft strategy lined up just behind it. So strat A or strat B for Leclerc, strat A for Gasly. Let's see if we can do well with these 2 strategies and see if the car will come out on top here today in Canada. Oh, this is gonna be good.
The drivers there lined up on the grid under mostly sunny skies. And there is Charles Leclerc. After an impressive qualifying performance, they're starting today just behind pole. Next for the team, it's Pierre Gasly. Not as close to the front as they might have wished for, but we know the race order can change a lot during those first few corners. Everything's been building to this.
And here we go, then it's time for the race. Oh, it looks nice seeing the Alpine cars in the front again. We are struggling right now with development, but let's see if the team can perform. Lights out and away we go. Wow, Norris with a super aggressive move at the start to block off Piastri there. P1 for Leclerc with a solid start. Let's go, boys. And I think Gasly's pushing for P3 right here, trying to push the Mercedes wide. And trying to push for the Red Bull. Okay, Leclerc did very well. There we go. Gasly pushing on the softs to get P3, making it stick here. Nice. At the end of Sector 1, gets the move done for P3. Leclerc pushing well ahead. Look at him go. I think a 1-stop is the way to go for Leclerc, considering he is quite fast. We're going to drop him down to standard usage, but push with the other arsenals that we've got. Gasly really pushing, trying to get past the Red Bull. Hopefully he'll fight his way past. Hopefully. Doesn't make a stick at the hairpin of Sector 3. But maybe down the straight. Wall of Champions perhaps. Might be an opportunity for Gasly to make the move stick. Let's see. Oh, Leclerc pulling well away. 1.4 seconds ahead of Verstappen. This is marvelous. Marvelous sighting. We just need Gasly to follow suit. Hopefully. Oh, maybe into turn 1 he can dive the car into the inside line here. Oh, he's looking for it. Oh, this is tight. Into turn 2. Around the outside. Doesn't have the grip for it. Oh, he may. Oh, he does get it. Nice. And in he goes to P2.
Fantastic work.
So Gasly, I need you to maintain this and hopefully find a way to keep those guys away. We'll have to drop his tire usage a little bit, I think, to standard now. So let's see. Maybe we'll go attack for the rest of the lap here. Leclerc, I think, can go neutral for now, but push on fuel because we overfueled the car for exactly this reason. Okay, Verstappen is slowly dropping back more than a second here. This is looking good for both cars. Very good job from both drivers. By the end of lap 2, we're already well away from the other drivers. So we'll drop these guys to standard now. Let them fight it out. See whoever gets P1. Oh, it looks like these guys are gonna fight heading into Wall of Champions. But I think Leclerc will stay. Yeah, will stay ahead. And this is good. P1, P2 as DRS gets enabled in this lap. Here we go. Oh dear. Okay, Verstappen has gone past. This is not according to plan. He's got both of us here with DRS essentially. Ah. Unlucky, unlucky.
They take advantage and muscle their way through.
Oh, this is not it's not going as planned right now.
That's going to be a
We'll see. We'll have to keep an eye out. Leclerc's down to P4. Alright, we'll see what we can do here. Oh, safety car. Hold on. Safety car deployed. Well, first off, let's just go bare minimum with everything. Because that's the procedure for safety car. Norris just got the lead here. There's multiple cars off track apparently. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, Aston Martin, Williams involved. Oh, locked up and... Oh, that's a bad crash. Ouch. Ooh, ouch. That's not good. Alright, safety car deployed. How do we play this? Mick Schumacher and Albon are both out. Leclerc's still good. Gasly... The mediums? Do we put them on now? I think we pit for hards actually. In fact, we're going to pit them for hards. And then we'll put them on the mediums for the remainder of this stint. We'll pit them now for hards. Here we go then. We're going to use this opportunity to pit for hards. And then maybe we'll put them in onto the mediums at the end. We'll see how this goes. Maybe it wasn't smart to come in this lap. But we'll be back of the grid. But this is a test. I mean, we don't know how this is going to go. If Gasly can manage his tires, he may be able to finish out the race on these hards. We'll see. Alright, safety car is coming in, so we're going to prepare to push here. Okay. Let's push. Let's push both cars here. I think we can see out this race if we are cautious with the tires, so we'll see. We will see. Anything is on the table now as we restart this race, slotting in behind Russell. So Leclerc really needs to push it here, I think. Hopefully he can. Come on, buddy. I have faith in you. Okay, we've got people in the pits here for hard tires. Okay, how is this gonna go? So Gasly pit early. Some people are on the one stop possibly, I think. I'm not sure here. The soft to hard strat maybe? Is that what they're going for here? Looks like it. Medium hards maybe for Bottas? Okay. This is looking interesting now. Okay, we've got the one stop in now. So Leclerc's coming in. We told him to push, give it everything he's got. Coming up to the pit lane now. So let's go standard again. Try to save a little bit of tire as he enters the pit, so that we don't do that whole confusion thing when we exit the pit with tires being used a little too harshly. Gasly is on target here to possibly finish the race with these tires. Let's see. Let's see. I'm going to go light, maybe. Give him a little bit of opportunity to save those tires. But Leclerc coming out of the pits in middle of the field, essentially. I'm wondering if people still have to pit for another set of tires. I think they do. Let's see, slotting in at P8. Okay, not bad, but we'll see how the race progresses. Alright, so Gasly's losing too much time here, so I'm going to bring him in. We're going to try and push for the remainder of this race. Back to the mediums, as planned. It's not going well because the car just doesn't have the pace. Car is just slow. I think it's underperforming compared to what the drivers want, so that's a bit of a shame. I'm wondering if anyone else still has to pit one more time. Gasly with a 2.39, now he's back down to closer to the bottom of the field. Unfortunate, but we gotta push with what we got. Ooh, people are pitting. Hold the phone. People are pitting. Zhou, Ricardo, Tsunoda in the pits for another set of tires. Soft tires going on to those cars. We're gonna let Leclerc go like just normal on the tires. Gasly into the points again as he's pushing. He's really pushing on these tires, so I'm hoping to catch up and maybe claw away at some more points here. So let's see. This is still all to play for, I think. Okay, coming up to the final lap here. It's all to play for. Gasly really pushing here for a podium position. It's very tight right now. A bunch of cars clumped up together. Gasly still has some tire left on the fresh mediums, of course. Fresher mediums. Leclerc does some to attack with everything he's got left, and also some ERS.
You can do this.
Let's tell both cars to attack with whatever they have left. This is going to get interesting. Gasly just moments away from a podium position here. Let's deploy a bit of ERS for Leclerc. Okay, good. Gasly into the podium. Into the podium. He is pushing for it. Come on. Come on. Get get Magnussen here. Come on, Gasly. Look at him go. Ah, he got cut off by Magnussen. Come on. Do it with what you've got here. DRS, surely. DRS wide open. Come on, get this guy. Giving you everything. Up the inside. Come on, 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 come on. Everything you've got, buddy. Everything you've got. Everything you've got. Remainder of the A battery as well. Ah, I don't think he's going to get him. Oh, this is tight. 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 P2, let's go. Look at the margin between Magnussen and Gasly. Oh, mein Gott. Mein Gott, that was close. Oh, Leclerc unlucky with the P6.
Yeah, we'll take it, mate.
Maybe I should have pit Leclerc.
84, please, mate.
But what a drive from Gasly. Oh.
No,
that was massive. That was massive. Oh, that was a photo finish.
Yeah, we can do this.
Oh. Man, that was tight at the end. Gave it everything there for Gasly. And I think emptying the battery, draining it, was the solution. Whoa. That was a big one. That was a huge win. Huge dub. Thank you very much. I'll take P2. And that is the Canadian Grand Prix. Wow. Okay, so pitting was the solution for Gasly.
Well, this weekend, Pierre Gasly flew us to the stars. What a beautiful sight that is on the podium, and a true crowning achievement for everyone involved. The Frenchman was in sublime form today, fully deserving of his podium finish here. Today's competitors gave it their all, but it's going to be those three taking home the big points. Great racing from Alpine here today. Some high-quality work all round.
It's really wonderful to see all the hard work they've been putting in paying off like this.
After an intense weekend, the team ends in first place in the constructor standings.
For the next round, we're heading back to the heart of the UK. Get ready for a race to remember in Silverstone, the cradle of Formula One.
Man, I am chuffed after that result. What a beautiful result from Pierre Gasly to clinch it at the end. Two-stop strategy, very unorthodox way of performing it as well, but we were able to secure P2 with Gasly, Norris at the top, and Magnussen in P3. Verstappen, Russell, Leclerc, Perez, Piastri, Bottas, and Ocon round out the top 10 points. Ricciardo, Zhou, Tsunoda, Sainz, Vettel, Latifi, Stroll, Iwasa, Albon, and Schumacher round out the finishes. Of course, Albon and Schumacher crashed out, but that was massive. Absolutely massive. Maybe I should have pitted Leclerc for some fresh softs or fresh mediums. I don't know. May have helped him out get up there into the podium. So I'll keep that in mind. Leclerc and Gasly in P2 and P3. Verstappen got more points than Leclerc did, so there's still a 6-point gap forming now between Verstappen and Leclerc. We can catch him though. I think we can catch him. But in the constructors, we overtake Red Bull by 6 points now in the lead, P1. So this is good. We're back on top. Let's keep pushing. We got upgrades coming next episode, so hopefully those upgrades will push the car back up just above the grid average. We got hit badly with the regulation changes between seasons, but seeing the performance of our drivers, it's very heartwarming to see them perform very well. 785k given out. Ooh, what about this performance guarantee? What was it? Finishing position of what? Huh? Oh, P5 and above, was it? Or P4 and above, I think I missed out on. So that's unfortunate, but a lot of sponsorship bonuses coming through. 6.1 mil made in total. That's a lot of money. I'll take that. Thank you very much.